Good morning. How's everybody doing today? You know, it's Wednesday, and I run a little late on Wednesday because I got the chief of police I got to get taken care of first. So now Troy, everybody can have their lemon water, as Phil said, waiting on Tasso, the lemon water, and the morning workout. So today I wanted to start with the story of the fleas, because we have certainly prepared you to win and to have the best results that you could have in this program, with all the resources of the 55-day and all the coaches that have been here to support you and give you great information. Now, I'm wondering if you really understand how the vast amount of information, I know many of you have tuned into your favorite people, but have you surfed the site? Have you surfed the page and seen the people that are really on this deal? I mean, from Dr. Blylice to Heather to Holly to Troy to Tony. I'm sure everybody loves to eat, so I'm sure everybody has been to Tammy. But Dr. Brasilia, the sessions that we've had with Dr. Blylice and Phil, you know, Dr. Kristen, Holden, everybody has, and Ariel, how can I forget Ariel? Everybody has put forth such a great amount of knowledge. And when you want to prepare to be successful at something, you want to make sure that you have the right tools, you develop the skills, you get the right mindset. So today I'm sort of going to approach it from that. I've cut my hand this morning, so I'm watching out that I don't get it infected. Sorry about that. So we're putting together, today I'm going to talk about a couple things. Number one is the spiritual component. You know, at some point, and I don't know how the other coach is going to feel about this, but I'm going to put it out there. At some point, from the spiritual side of things and the strength of our spirit, we do have to understand that there is an energy that drives us beyond just what we control in our own thought process. There's going to be those times, and certainly we all have dealt with the distraction monster over the last 4 or 5 months. We've certainly dealt with that, right? So we want to make sure that we're ready and prepared and can go through that. Now, sometimes you're going to hit these walls. No matter how well planned you are, no matter what your thought process is, you're going to have to basically put your nose to the grindstone and go through it. Now, so when those times come, when maybe the negative talk or the distraction monster comes in, I think it's good to have that strong spiritual content to you. For me, it's the faith that, hey, listen, I can trust in God to give me some help here. Okay? For some people, it may be crystals. Some people, it may be Hindu. I don't know about the other faiths that well, but I do know that we have a strong Judeo-Christian background in what we do. So that comes to the forefront when I have the most challenging times. Now the program gives you your skills, your knowledge, your tools to be successful, and things like the Teo and that. But let's not become slaves to our conditions. Everybody's grown a little bit during this process, I believe. I truly believe that everybody's grown a little bit. And now there's a tendency to go like, well, you know, I've done this. I got an extra belt loop I'm getting in, and I've been eating pretty good. You know, I've done 5 out of 7 days of exercise. I'm doing pretty good, and I've done it for a while, right? Well, here's what we want to do is we want to push it up a notch. We want to make it come to the next level. We want to make sure that we do the job getting to the top of where we can go. You know, when they train fleas, what they do with these fleas is they take the fleas, they put them in a jar, okay? And when they're in the jar, they put a top on the jar, and the fleas get conditioned to jumping up and hitting the jar. Now, after several days of doing that, they take the top off the jar, and they never have to worry about the fleas jumping out because they're conditioned to not jump any higher. So what we want to do is understand that we may have hit what we think is a ceiling, but now's the time to have the courage to push through to the next level. Now's the time to say, what's the next step? I've done all these things good. I've gone here, I've gone here, I've gone here. What's the next step for me? And to have the courage to do it, because you certainly have the skills from the program to do it. And to expect anything less would be selling ourselves short, right? A perfect example, Dwight B. Eisenhower, who I think by most accounts was a pretty good president. You know that he laughed at the possibility of being president because he basically was a undersecretary to, oh my goodness, who was the guy? MacArthur, right? And he was an undersecretary to him. So what happened with that was that he did little things along the way. He did his job, little things. And they mattered. Like Troy says, little things matter. I can't believe I forgot Troy in my things because, Troy and I grew up together, man. Oh, my God. Good morning, Carmela. So little things. Think about everybody isn't Gandhi, right? They don't do these big dramatic things, but they accomplish extraordinary things. That's ordinary people doing that, like you and me. And we can do that. So Dwight D. Eisenhower, he went and did the little things and was very successful. Now, there's a couple reasons why people won't go forward. Number one, they've had failures. And no one likes to fail, right? No one likes to run into the wall. But if you have that failure, think about it like this. That was a learning experience, right? That's a learning experience. Some people are going to continue to make bad decisions over and over and over again. And we just need to get them to understand that you got to make different choices. At some point when you run into a wall, you're going to know how to go over, under, or around that wall as opposed to trying to go through that wall, and there's a better way to do it. So we have to look at that aspect of it. Winston Churchill, I wrote down a quote from him. He says, play the game for more than you can afford to lose. Only then will you learn the game. John Sculley, the past president of Apple, said the people who take risks are the people you're going to lose against. Because the people who take risks force themselves to grow. They jump through the top of that flea circus. They jump through the ceiling. They go through the things that they can go through, and they don't limit themselves. So the first lesson I want you to learn today is when we have a failure because we took a risk, okay, we did something, we said, well, I'm going to try this fast. Oh, I can't do the fast. Oh, my God, I can't do the fast. There's the blue glove again. I'm Michael Jackson today. Woo-hoo! So when we do the fast and we didn't succeed the first time, one of our coaches, and I'm waiting for the update from Holly this week. Holly said, I did the fast the first day. I'm not a big faster. I got to have my breakfast. I'm looking forward to see. I didn't catch any of Holly's sessions yet this week. I want to hear, did she do good on it? Did she go back and try the information she received from her fellow coaches, and how'd she do? Now, protein days. Maybe the first protein day you did, when you did it, you said, oh my goodness, I have no energy, right? But we learned. We adapted our system. So we learned from the process. We'll learn the little things that help us. The second part of it is to change the mindset, to understand that when we take that risk, even though we fail, we're going to go back and use the learning experiences we had to be successful. So 3 takeaways today. Number 1, let's not be like the fleas. Let's not put self-limiting boundaries on ourselves. Let's jump through the ceiling. And the way to get there is to do little things every day, just how we're supposed to do them. Okay? The second thing is let's learn from our mistakes when we take a risk. Consider when we do not go successfully or we fail at something, all it is a learning experience, right? We're going to take away that. That's why journaling is so important, because you put down in your journal what you did, and then you can evaluate what you did. Going back to that discussion I had earlier last week, was subjectively we fail, objectively we evaluate. We write down what we did and why we failed, and we figure it out, and we commit it to our subconscious to help us to learn from. The final lesson is when we take the risk, we have to take risks to grow, but let's work on the basis of the knowledge we learned from the times we took risk and possibly we failed. And then there's always going to be, you know what I'm going to say now, the times when you take the risk and you go, gee, that wasn't so bad at all, was it? Right? So those are things to think about today from Tasso Talks. I really enjoy having you guys on. Thank you for everybody that's listening to us. God bless you. Have a great day. And remember, take the risk. Learn from the experience being that winner. God bless. Bye-bye.